Well, GoPro deleted my first footage of when I went around of me explaining all of this. So, here you go. I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it better this time, okay? So, we got the trailer up. The way that we did this, was we had a bunch of these. We had these, he actually had these in like 10-foot long sections. So we were able to get this, we had to lift this up like 4 feet in the air to get it over that bar up top. And we slid it down on the boards the whole way. We were able to get the wheels and tires to kind of like go over the ramps here. Now, we also had 10-foot long, I think they were 4x4s, 6x6, I don't know what they were, but we were able to get them, and then I used the jack to lift up the front while we let it, you know, winch up. And then that's basically how we got that. It only took 6.5 hours to get that loaded. So fun ordeal. And again, you can see how tight it is. It is in the grooves there, and it's up on the neck. It's not able to go anywhere even if it wasn't strapped down. You guys can see that the U-bolts are physically inside of the netting. So even if if you wanted to move this thing side to side, up and down, you could drive this thing down the road with like one strap on it and it wouldn't go anywhere. So what I was saying originally, last night, I only put one chain on it. I just wanted to get out of there and go. But this truck does not have park. It does not have an e-brake. This thing is a free roller. So what I did this morning about 5 minutes ago is I just put straps all the way around, the actual wrapping straps from Rhino that was sent to me. So I'm using them. Those things are gumming in clutch, and chain it front and back, so it's not going anywhere. This trailer is basically part of this trailer now, and it's not going anywhere. So I have everything chained, strapped, everything's good, winched, like everything is good. The window, I was mentioning, the window didn't go up. I was able to get it up that far. What ended up happening, guys, like, yeah, put 12 volts to it, I think the window should go up. It went up about this far. I grabbed it, pulled it a little bit more, and then it just completely stopped. So sucks, but here she is, pretty much. So this is, if you didn't see last video, this is my not brand new, but brand used 2020 Kaufman 3-car. It is a 43-foot deck. It has, he actually had somebody do this. The ramps, the original ramps it came with, they made them flip outs. So if I need to, they extend another 3 feet. So that's 46 feet of space that I have to work with. He said even though when he's been over length, he's really had no issues with DOT. He runs a lot different areas than I do. I only run the East Coast, so I'm not insanely worried about it. But you guys can also see this bar used to be down here. So in doing so, you can actually pull a car up to like this point here if you needed to, or a truck, depending on how it is. He said that when they did that modification, they actually had everything clamped and, you know, perfect. So don't worry about that. I know someone's gonna say something, oh, you cut the bar off and you put it somewhere else. No, don't worry, everything is still square. I understand that these things have weld issues from the factory. You guys see I'm running it as a gooseneck right now. I will be putting the 5th wheel back in when I get the new piece. So a lot of guys had mentioned that I should run the 5th wheel and get one that doesn't move side to side. But again, Kaufman's, with how light they are and how they're built, I know a lot of people have mentioned that they have weld issues. So I would prefer to have a head that actually does flex side to side. So that way, even a little bit, it saves the welds on the trailer. Now, I'm not insanely worried about welds on the Kaufman trailer because I have access to a welder and all of that. But at the same time, I'd rather run one of them guys and not have, you know, any issues with it. And basically that, I'll, you know, be able to have some side to side, and then the trailer can flex the rest of the way. Also, I got the top trailer plugged into the back here because for lighting, it's kind of nice having 2 sets of lights. So I don't know if it's exactly legal, but you know, I feel like it is safer to have this one plugged in because you can see all the lights work back here. If I use my turn signal, you can see it's all the way back here. But if a car's sitting here, which a lot of them do, hey look, turn signal right there, you can see it. So I kind of like that. I don't know how we're gonna get it off, but we're gonna get it off. It's gonna be off either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm trying to be back home by Tuesday. I've already got one booked down to Florida for $1,300. repeat customer. So I need to try to find another one going down for 1,300 and then go from there. By the way, guys, I said it in the last video, I'm gonna say it again. I'm running dedicated East Coast. If you guys have loads from Pennsylvania, New Jersey to Florida, or Florida to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, let me know, send them my way. I try to get over $1 a mile per load. If it's just a car, we can do it for about $1 a mile, but if it's a truck, it definitely needs to be over that amount. If it's an in-op, we charge more for that. But those are the rates that I try to get. You'll get better customer service, you'll get it there quicker, you don't gotta deal with a broker. Because even though the brokers will post them for 60 to 70 cents a mile on Central, they're charging you more. So cut the broker out, deal with somebody directly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So send me loads and let's get into the rest of this video. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Got a shirt, new socks. Let's get. Oh, I don't know if you saw it in time. That dude's pushing the other guy down the highway. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's funny. That's funny. I didn't see if there was anybody in the front vehicle, but people do some weird stuff around here. I'm in Missouri, by the way. 11 hours and 7 minutes to go. We're dropping by 7 in the morning. 7 or 8 in the morning, something like that. I wish the customer would answer, but we got stuff booked. Minnesota over to Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland area, and then we got another one booked, already booked from PA to Florida. I need one more load. We're good to go. Good to go. Then we're heading back down to Florida. Hopefully we can see 2,600 bucks going down to Florida. All right, we're filling up with mud flap now. Nothing's moved. All the straps are tight. Chains, all that fun stuff. I put a strap on the hood because there's no hood latch apparently. Everything back here looks good. I just had the stupidest breakdown. And it's weird. So there's a spring on the throttle cable and it broke. The truck kind of sort of tried to run away, but it's like the thing has really good brakes. So I just hit the brakes, got it down, stalled it out, and simple as that. So getting fuel now, I think 38 gallons so far. Main tank was full, but the aux tank is getting a little dry, so yeah. So I have spare springs and stuff everywhere laying around, so it's like I just threw a spring on it and good to go. Actually, I like how it feels now because the new spring is way tighter than the last one, so you actually have to put some effort into hitting the throttle, which I like that a little bit more than just what it was. So they're not. The truck looks good. What's going on over there? What? Oh shit. I don't know what all that's about. Looked like a semi on fire at first until you get close to it. You can smell it. There's a state trooper sitting back behind it, just watching it. Alright, so I seem to get this comment a lot, and I'm going to try to put a stop to it. But a lot of people have commented, you'll have to take the bed off to be over 65 feet, this and that. I'm going to tell you now, I will never take the bed off my truck. I won't. I've done it before. I've run flatbed, I've run utility bed, I've run a welding bed, I've run every bed that I could possibly think of, and I've run no bed, and it's impractical. It just is. For what I use the truck for, I don't care if I'm over 65 feet. Every single crew cab dually, every guy out here who has a brand new truck with a crew cab dually and a 40-foot big tex trailer, every one of them are over 65 feet. Every one of them. It's just the game you play. Part of the business, okay? It's part of the business. That's just what you're gonna have to do. I know a lot of people that run 53-foot wedges with beds on their trucks. I don't think I know anybody that's actually under 65 feet. It's like, if you get the ticket, you get the ticket. It's part of it. It's all part of being out here, okay? It's gonna happen. May happen to others more than others, and it may not happen at all. You never know. I run dedicated East Coast. Again, I'm just gonna put it out there. I will never remove the bed off my truck. I don't care if I'm over 65 feet because every one of the new truck guys are also over 65 feet. As an owner-operator, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that you're over 65 feet, and you could get a ticket. But length laws are very overcomplicated. Very overcomplicated. Because there's states that have 55, I forget which state it is. One state has a 55-foot limit. How many of you guys are under 55 feet? I doubt a single one of you. So it's just one of those, no. Not gonna remove the bed, not worried about being over 65 feet. The guy who actually ran this trailer before, he was at 66 feet a couple inches. And then with the fold outs, he said that when he's gotten pulled over and checked, as long as the lights are back there, not one DOT cop has ever really given him an issue. So I'm not worried about it, just the same as none of you guys who run a crew cab with a 40-footer are worried about it. So just wanted to clear the air on that. No big deal. Definitely appreciate the guys giving the advice, but definitely not gonna remove the bed off the truck ever. All right, before it gets too dark, here she is. Let's see if this thing moved at all. You know what? Come over here. Oh, look at that, perfectly sturdy. Other side looks pretty good. We're still up in here in the hook. I can't wait to get this thing off my trailer, so tomorrow this will be done. I also need to learn how to wrap these and roll these. I've just been taking them and tossing them in here, but it seems to be doing all right. Everything is tight. This one could use a little bit, but aside from that, this thing doesn't have park like I had mentioned earlier. So, all good. Everything's tight. Guy on there. So a lot of you guys seem to take interest in this truck in the last video. This even got manual locking hubs and all that. So unfortunately, yeah, the thing looks really good, but it is kind of a pile. GoPro died. So it is kind of a pile. I think he said it had a 440 big block in it, but like there's like wires everywhere. Like you guys can see there's wires hanging down. Like everything. You look at the brake lines, there's no brackets for them or any of that. It just, I don't know. It's not something that I really like. Like I like the truck, but I just hate how it's set up, you know? Someone really needs to go over it and give it a good once over and build it correctly, because like this is just, it's all shit that's just, everything just hangs. Let me go to, yeah, like here, like all this stuff here, here's just random wires for what, you know? I'd pop the hood, but I have a strap on it. You guys can see like brake lines and all that stuff. It just, I don't know. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I like the truck. I just hate how it was built and set up. Like, I feel like 70% of it's all right. Somebody's gonna have to go through and do the other 30, but that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. I am in the process right now of draining the cooling system. I went and bought 5 gallons of actual coolant, as opposed to I've just been running water. So it really sucks when, you know, once it hits 212 degrees, water boils, okay? So then we start introducing air into the cooling system, and then it's inefficient. Now we have high EGTs, this and that. So the only reason I was running water for a while there was because I had a leak that I did end up getting taken care of. So now that we don't have any leaks, I'm going to go ahead and replace all the water with fresh coolant and bleed the system and go from there. So I'm gonna do that now. It is draining. It is just all water. There is not a speck of coolant in this cooling system. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Safe travels. Bye.